What's up, everybody? How you doing? Bobby Simmons is in the building. And as you can see, in the place to be, sitting directly next to me, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only number one. Genesis in the building. I told you I was going to say it. Number one. That's what you are, you number one. Thank you so much, Genesis, for coming here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to come hang out with me. We got to get in your business because people need to know where you from, musically where you come from. Okay. We're going to talk about all that. So you with me?
I'm down.
Ladies and gentlemen in the building, she's coming back. Don't disappear. Genesis, well, matter of fact, from the whole show, I'm just going to say number one. Number one in the building with me, right here on Party 101.9. Don't disappear. Check it. Bobby Simmons in the building with Genesis, and once again, thank you so much for coming through here today and hanging out with me. We need to know a little bit about you, or we need to know a lot about you. First of all, how do you even come across? Is that your real name, though, Genesis?
Yes.
Really? Please, there's got to be a story behind the name.
Well, I don't know. Do you know my mom and my whole background is like all these religious singers and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, do you know Mahalia Jackson?
Yes,
is my
I do.
great aunt. So.
Stop. Have a time.
Wait a minute. You said Mahalia Jackson, the great.
Yes.
Gospel great. Mahalia Jackson is your what?
My great aunt.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing that y'all got to understand about Genesis here. There's some things we was talking about back here, and I actually really. When I got to interview her about her product, because it's really all about her music and what she's doing, and I want to make sure y'all purchase it and show her some love. But she know a lot of things. Shut up, Bobby. Let's get back to Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia Jackson is your great aunt?
Yes.
Do you have any kind of experience that you remember of being in the presence of someone like Mahalia Jackson?
Yes, I definitely
Please do tell, please.
Well, like when I was a child, the people that would frequent my house were like Al Green. You know, my mom was also a gospel singer, so you know they would play Mahalia, blah blah blah, and they always referenced her.
Right.
You know, Aretha would be at our house.
Wow.
I mean, that was just my whole growing up, my whole everything. Mahalia was. She's still a god in our family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she was the one that set the example for all the women in my family.
Wow.
We're all freedom fighters. We're not taking no shit.
Right.
And no prisoners.
Wow.
Get on or get out.
Wow, that is fantastic to even know. Because, again, I love talking to people who've experienced really spiritually and even just physically with someone. And someone like Mahalia Jackson, again, a person like me, only go based on what my mother played in the home, and it was, of course, Mahalia Jackson still is, like you said, the greatest gospel singer of all time. No disrespect to the Shirley Caesars and all of them. Come on, Shirley, we already met. Ham, cheese, potatoes, great. We already met each other, so we cool. But Mahalia Jackson, that's such a beautiful thing. So you're saying within your family home, all of these people, was anybody?
It was honestly, when I was a kid, it was so spiritual and it was so strong. I would go outside and sit. It was so powerful in our living room and in our music room. It was so much. I would be like, what the hell is going on? Are these people possessed by the devil? What the fuck? What? It was so, really, it used to really, I can remember just sitting outside going, is this ever going to end?
Right.
It's dark. But besides that, it's real inner power, real give of oneself, real love, real spirit traveling through my home on the regular.
That's a beautiful
and
thing.
I also think that's how my parents fell in love, because he's from the South and he's this Irish guy, and he was like, what are all these magical people of color? I think it blew his friggin' mind.
Right.
I mean, till this day, it still blows my mind.
That's great. So in other words, then, so this is this one of the ways of you finding your way to wanting to be a singer or be in the music entertainment business?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I started, I was modeling, and my mother used to come in the house. When are you going to stop wasting your fucking time and get to what you need to be?
Well, I mean, you want to take a bit of what you've learned from your great aunt and kind of mold it into your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
But honestly, she speaks through me.
Right. Okay.
For sure.
And that's what I said. I said, if people, you still feel people's spirits even when they're not here.
Yeah.
You feel it in you. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And well, anyway.
You can see it, like if you put her picture next to me.
Do you know what you're doing to me right now?
What am I doing?
I know I'm saying, like, I'm just sitting there talking to you like, this is information right here. Let's quickly jump into what you're doing now. And actually, what do you call the type of music that you do? Because people may listen to it, and music is so meshed up. Because with your background, how do people categorize what you do in music?
Well, I do pop R&B, but there's also this shadow energy that I like to call that loves to sing dance music and love to, because the performance aspect of it and the fun, and that's my shadow side. But really, the me is it is pop R&B. It's that's where I live. But I'm not Mary J. I'm not that thing.
Well, I mean, you got your own thing that you want. Yeah, people always want to sell their own taste to people. I mean, it's nothing wrong with taking pieces from so many different people.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that's how we all learned in the music industry. None of us here, we may be original in our own way, but we also took a little snippet of somebody else. We talked about Michael Jackson earlier. There's no way in the world you can talk about Michael Jackson without speaking about James Brown.
Oh, for sure. I was just in the studio the other day, and I was recording this song called Kiss that I did with Corey Rooney.
Oh! I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. I just had to say Corey Rooney. For those who don't know, actually Corey is your producer, right?
Yeah.
Corey, everybody knows Corey produced Mary J. Blige and Mariah, just so many people. Corey has worked with people. So I just want to put that out for people who probably don't know. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. And first thing I said is, put that Pharrell song on. I just want to hear that little lick. Didn't you do that? I mean,
well, yeah.
Because he has that little.
Yeah.
And it's like, let me just get that in me, just to make sure I can communicate that in this record. For sure. We all borrow.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, well, we don't want to take too much, like Pharrell almost did, but with the Marvin Gaye.
Oh yeah, isn't that ironic? I bring that name up.
Yeah. I mean, he was okay.
I guess what's good with him.
Yeah,
for me.
you get a little bit of the tap, but you don't want the whole got to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's there. But with your background. I just put Pharrell on blast.
I'm not doing that show.
Yeah. That's all right, Pharrell. We still got love for you. We support you, but
no, I'm not doing that show.
Yeah, we know.
I'm teasing.
No, that's all right. But your background, again, like we spoke about before, because you come from a gospel background. Also, information was given to you by one of the greatest record producers in the business, Quincy Jones. Tell us a little bit about because we already got your insight about gospel. What opened your ears or your mind to even jazz, music?
Well, I figured if I was going to become a professional musician, I had to be able to communicate on a level that I could hear. So that took me to studying the real deal.
Right. And
so where you were in high school and you were studying math, English, I found all that shit to be really boring.
Right. Boy, sorry, we got a lot in common because I sure enough did fail math.
I was like, what?
Go ahead.
What? I was that student. But when it came to studying piano and it came to studying chords and it came to studying structure and it came to studying math in that type of principle, then I was all yours. So, and the more complicated it became, the more interested I was.
Wow.
So I'm not saying that I can play like I can hear or like I studied, because I just, you got to keep it up. It's like any language, but that was what I was interested in learning. So being around Quincy and being exposed to that music, and that was all I was exposed to. Right. I wasn't exposed to, I don't know what everyone else is listening to. I honest to God don't. I would have to sneak and listen to some, stuff that was on the radio because it wasn't even really allowed in the house much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because of that whole spiritual background.
Yeah, you were probably stealing candy, and
you
I was
listen to that devil music. You listen to that.
But my parents, they liked the good stuff. My dad loved blues, and my mom was a jazz R&B singer, so that was my deal, man. So that's how I got into it. And then Quincy, when my father passed away, Quincy said to me, if you start studying music, you can survive this.
Right, yes. Oh, what a great information right there. They even have that. Listen, we'll be right back real quick with Genesis. We still got her in the building. Now we're going to talk about her project. I just wanted to she said Mahalia Jackson. We'll be back. Don't disappear, y'all. Check it! We are back with Genesis, and I don't even, though that is your name, I don't want to say Genesis, and because of the fact that who you are and the information you have, I want to stick with number one.
I'm feeling it.
I definitely want to, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm feeling it.
Number one is still in the building right now, because that's who we got. But for those who need to purchase up music and want to find out information about Genesis, and let's talk about your project now. Tell us a little bit about your single that you have out, and even the project that you're putting together, because you actually just came back from a flight on a plane, from recording.
Yes.
And I got her. Tell us a little bit about the project you're working on now.
Well, the single that I have out right now is called With or Without You.
Yes.
It's number 19.
All right.
Billboard.
All right.
Yep.
Moving it up. Let's move it up quicker too, y'all.
And I love it. And it's a great dance song. The first line I wrote of the song was called I'm Joan of Arc of the Battle. That was Mahalia. Okay? And then it just took off from there. It was a very easy. And I said, if With or Without You is good enough for you too, is good enough for me.
There you go. There you go.
And that's how I was like, can I use it? I said, shit, yeah, I can use it.
But do you think people who listen to your music and those, because I'm sure you have a lot of people who are into what you're doing now, do you think they even get that you're speaking like this in your song? Because some artists do dance music and they put, like, I don't want to say religious. Let's just say something like that line you put in the beginning of the song. Do you think people get that? Because writers are Marvin Gaye was a very weird writer, but he was fantastic.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Get me started.
See, she gonna get me started.
Don't get me started.
Let's talk about your record. Continue.
I don't know if they get it or not. But if you can sing it, haven't you ever had that experience, like you be singing a song, and then like 2 years later you go, oh shit, that's what they meant. Right. Maybe it'll be that thing. Like maybe they'll turn on something with Joan of Arc, or maybe they'll groove on, see some movie, some retarded person playing it or something.
Right.
Sorry.
That's hard.
I don't know. It's a great song. It's a really good feel song. It's a real chick empowerment song. That's the tune of the moment anyway.
Yes.
Thank you, Harvey Weinstein. We all found our power.
There you
and I love it. I love it. I got a call from PJ Bianco, and he's like, hey, I'm working with DJ Snake. You want to do a tune together? I'm like, yep.
Okay.
I got out on a flight that night from New York to LA. We recorded the song. we put it out. It got a little buzz, and then the next thing you know, I was like, "This thing is taking off!"
Right.
Like all this, this DJ remixed it, this DJ remixed it, this DJ remixed it, and they were calling me, and I wasn't calling them. And as you know, that feels good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you feel the love, and you enjoy it, and it's a great summer song.
No, exactly. Yeah, and speaking of that, a great summer song. What kind of album should we expect? Because you're finishing up the entire project,
right?
What kind of album should we expect from you? What will it feel like? Because you are a diverse woman musically. You know, will you challenge yourself and like, I don't want to continue to keep doing dance songs like this? I can.
Right.
What should we expect from Genesis?
Well, the next release is going to be in September, and it's called "Wanna Love You Bad."
Okay.
And I love that song.
Okay.
It's like the first song I've ever recorded that I can't stop singing.
Really?
Have you had that feeling?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The other night, I wrote, "Wanna love you bad, wanna love you bad." I woke up at 3:00 in the morning doing that. You know?
Really? Is that how you write, though? Do you?
Oh yeah.
Go
for sure.
when you wake up and you got like such a melody in your head.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
Oh my God. Any man that is with me, if I like got it right.
Oh.
Don't.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. She read my mind. That's all right, Genesis. That's all right. Another show.
No, that's when I write.
Okay, all right.
It is like possessed.
Right.
People ask me, what is the experience like? I wake up and it's like, thank God, for the friggin' iPhone, because you wait.
Right.
But then, often you got to get to the piano really quickly. When it comes through, it comes through.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And so that's the one.
Well, that's great. Well, I know we definitely looking forward to it. With or without you, we definitely playing that over here. We want everybody to. Right now, she's number 19, but we're gonna help. We're gonna move it. We're gonna help her move it. And I always say this when I come on. So I just want to say hello to iHeart. Hi, iHeart. We with iHeart right now. So iHeart. With or without you. So, we just want to let everybody know, help move it up. We want to see you continue to do lots more. I'm looking forward to having you come back again because there's lots to talk with you about. There's more about you that I would like to share with my audience. I'm sure your audience is like, wow, we never seen a personality like this before. And it's a beautiful personality. It really is. It really is a beautiful personality.
Thank you.
And I want you back here again, please. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Don't make me come look for you or put something on social media and say, see, Genesis, she taught me, she treated me badly. She ain't come back. You gonna come back?
I'm coming.
Okay, she said she gonna come back. Hold on, Rick, get her again. You gonna come back?
I'm coming back.
She gonna come back.
And I love you, iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah. See, Rick, we make sure we got that in. We gonna move it up. We gonna move that 19 to number 1 because that's what she is. Genesis is number 1. I thank you so much. Please, before you leave, I need for you to give everybody your social media information because we want them to stay in touch with you and also follow when the new project come out and also what you're doing. Please let them know.
Yeah, thank you. It's GenesisJonesMusic.com. Check me out. And it's Genesis Jones Music on all my socials. Thank you.
There you go. And please purchase With or Without You on iTunes. All social media outlets, is it available?
Everything.
Yeah, it's on all social media outlets. Please show us some love, and I'm definitely going to show you some love. I thank you so much. I got to get you back here again because in my head I'm thinking about the Marvin Gaye story because I know you got one.
I got one.
See?
I met him when I was 5.
Rick, before we get out, just real quick, tell us. When you was 5 years old, you met Marvin Gaye.
I did.
Quickly, tell us, please. I'm interested, please.
Okay, this was a trip. My mother's like, Genesis, this is Marvin. Marvin, this is Genesis. And he goes, ooh, you're a pretty bitch.
Oh, were you at 5 years old? Are you serious? I believe it. It's Marvin Gaye. I believe it.
Oh, my God.
You know what's crazy? That you even remember that at 5 years old.
It freaking blew my mind.
Wow.
No one had ever spoken to me like that before in my life.
That's crazy.
And I'll tell you what, they were doing a session, and the reason I was at the studio was because they were with the Philharmonic, and my mother said, you have to come and see what the Philharmonic feels like and see them play, the magic of it.
Right.
And it was a session with him, and so that was how it came about. And so I was there like, oh, wow, all these awesome musicians.
But did you know who Marvin Gaye was at 5? Or you were just
I know I knew. I know.
Okay.
Of course you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I mean, you know.
Right.
You know, in the black community, of course.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Unless you dead. You know.
Wow, you a little pretty bitch, huh?
That's what you a little. He goes, you a pretty bitch.
Oh, Marvin Gaye, boy. You know what, Genesis? We got to get you back here again. You are lovely, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You are lovely. I thank you so much. Please, everybody, show Genesis some love. Purchase that music, iTunes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
So much.
Thank you.
Great meeting you.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Genesis in the building. Y'all don't disappear nowhere. Check it.